Welcome on and welcome all to Big 17, Florida. Y'all don't know what's happening. I'm down here with the alligators and mosquitoes. Predictions is my addiction and money is my company. And I'm here to give you my picks for the days. Well, not for the days, but for this week's fight. Movsar Evloev versus Lerone Murphy. Okay? And I personally think that Lerone Murphy is going to be finished. I'm talking about armbar, knee bar. I'm talking about headlock. Alright? This guy's going to be choked unconscious. Alright? This guy's got horrible takedown defense. Okay? He is what we all thought Pereira was. Okay? You know what I'm saying? With the takedown defense wise. You know what I mean? He is horrible with his takedown defense. He's going to be finished. He is not going to stuff those takedowns. You know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying? That's for later on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go more in depth on that, alright? And why I would not bet on Lerone Murphy to win, alright? Now, I'm the only one here giving their picks for the preliminaries and the main card fights, alright? And I'm here to make you some money. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? If you guys enjoy my content, you guys made some money on your bets. If you guys, you know what I'm saying, been profiting off of my channel, just drop me a like and drop me a sub. That is my compensation, okay, for being such a sensation. Now, let's get to this card, all right? Let's get down to business. You know what I'm saying? No need to make this intro longer than it has to be. You know what I'm saying? No need to do any of that, all right? Chanel Dyer versus Ravenna Oliveira. Okay. Now, I'm gonna be honest. These odds right here speak for themselves. I think it's obvious who I think is gonna win this one. All right. Give me Dyer. All right. Now let's move on. Mason Jones versus Axel Sola. All right. Now listen, I'm not too good with names and all that, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not good at pronouncing them names, but I do know my fighters, and I do know who's gonna win this one, okay? Give me Mason, all right? Give me Mason Jones, okay? I think Mason Jones, he's just got the pressure, he's just got the skills to take down a person like Axel, okay? Now let's go on. Nathaniel Wood versus Losene, whatever. This Afrikaans, all right. Give me this Africano, all right. Give me this Afrikaner, Kita, okay. I think that this black boy is gonna put hands on this Pecker Wood, all right. This Pecker Wood, it doesn't stand a chance, okay. Shamrock versus Abdul Karim Al-Selawadi, okay. Now we got an Arab here, all right? We got a terrorist on board, okay? And honestly, this terrorist is going to blow up Shamrock, all right? He is going to take out Shamrock, you know what I'm saying? He's going to blow him up out of the octagon. He might even blow up the whole stage, okay? Who knows? But all I know is he's gonna win. You know what I'm saying? This is beautiful. This is beautiful right here. Minus 130. That's perfect. Well, that's not perfect. I prefer minus 105 or something like that. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You just gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta deal with what you gotta deal with. All right. Now, there's a reason why these two are so close in their odds and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because this looks like it could go either way. But me personally, I'm going with my Arab. All right, unless some information comes out later on. Unless he is stopped on his way. You know what I'm saying? Unless he's like stopped by Bomb Patrol or TSA. You know what I'm saying? He is definitely going to win this one. All right. Now let's go on to Mantis. Okay, Mantis versus Antonio. All right. Now. I think this is obvious. I think this is so obvious that Mantis is gonna win. All right, he's got this. He's got this. I'm gonna be honest. It might be brutal TKO. I don't know. It might be a submission. I don't know. But I know he is gonna win. All right, he is gonna take this one home in a basket. Like it's Easter. You know what I'm saying? You already know Easter Sunday's coming up real soon, or maybe Easter Sunday already happened. All I know is I'm doing this on St. Patrick's Day, and what St. Patrick is telling me right now, What St. Patrick is telling me right now is Mantis is going to take this one home. All right, he's going to take this one home, and he's going to put on a show. All right, now let's go on. Mario Pinto versus Felipe Franco. Okay, I got my boy Mario. Now he ain't got his brother Luigi with him, but Mario's got this one for sure. All right, Mario Pinto is taking this one home. All right, and listen, look at these odds. A minus 850. Damn. Now that is something I haven't seen this one in a long time. All right, and Pinto, he earned this one. He earned this one for sure. But you know what I'm saying, one thing that I can't help but notice is that Felipe is only a plus 600. The robbery. This is crazy. The robbery. Okay, I'm not even going to go too much into this because I'm already know I'm about to rant for like an hour about this. But all right, let's go on. We got picks to do. We got things to do. We got business to handle. You know what I'm saying? Now let's go on to Mullins versus Carliana. All right, we got another Latin in this. All right, and I personally think Mullins is taking this one home. All right, I'm talking about it's gonna be a home run. All right, now this is just you know what I'm saying. This is just so perfect. It's so beautiful. You know what I'm saying. Well, I would prefer. You know what I'm saying, lesser odds. Right. Well, I prefer a plus 600. All right. But that's something that's more in my dreams, right? I'm gonna be honest. That is something that's more akin to my dreams. All right. Too bad I'm living a nightmare. All right. Well, at least in these betting books and everything, I'm living in a nightmare. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I got Mullins to win. All right. I got Mullins to take it home. You know what I'm saying? Take it home for her fellow Mullins or whatever they call themselves. All right, she's gonna take this home for her family. Now let's go on. Louis Sutherland versus Brandon Prick. Okay, I'm just gonna call him Prick. All right, we got Louis versus Brandino. I'm just gonna call this guy Brandy Prick, and I'm gonna call this guy Louis Southern. You know what I'm saying, or Southland. It doesn't matter, right? How you say their names is not important. You know what I'm saying? That's what I learned. That's what I learned in my many years of study, my many years of you know what I'm saying, learning, being learned. You know what I mean? Being educated, being well educated. I learned that their names really don't matter. All right. And you know what I'm saying, we're only here to make money. We're only here to bet. You know what I'm saying? And I got my boy Brandy. Okay, I got my boy Brandy. Well, I prefer my Brandy smoked. I know my boy Brandy's going to be doing the smoking, all right? He is going to smoke Louis, all right? He's going to smoke this French boy in a pack, all right? Now, let's go on. Now, I know I got a lot of casuals watching my stuff, all right? I already know that a lot of you guys don't even know what I'll be talking about. You guys don't even know these fighters I be listing, but I already know that you guys know Michael Venom Page. And I just have one thing to say. You is a dummy. You is an idiot if you bet on Michael, all right? No. Now listen, yes, I'm calling everybody who came together in this giant conglomerate to bet on Michael Venom Page idiots, okay? MVP just ain't got it like that, you know what I'm saying? This guy's been taken down by cans, absolute bums, you know what I'm saying? This guy, he doesn't even care about winning the belt. He doesn't even care about, you know what I'm saying? He just wants to, you know, put on a show. And you know what I'm saying? I respect that. I wish you had more fighters like that. You know what I'm saying? That just want to put on a show. But you know, it is what it is. All right? And I know what I'm saying? I got my boy Patterson to beat Venom. All right, he's going to take down Michael Venom in probably like the first round, lay on him a little bit, play with his butt. You know what I'm saying? He's going to fight like Michael. You know what I mean? And this is going to be a pretty unanimous decision. All right? Patterson is taking this home, okay? Anyone who agrees with me is already considered a genius. Anyone who agrees with my pick here, it already has plus 129 IQ points and plus 700 aura. All right, you know what I'm saying? Let's go on. Let's go on to the Polak. All right. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna be honest. This Pole ain't got no brains, but for some reason he got a whole lot of fight IQ. All right, and he's gonna be fighting up against Austin Lane. All right. Now, obviously, I got the Pole to beat this guy. All right. Everybody knows the Polish. They're built different. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know why I don't see too many Polish people fighting in the MMA. I guess they too busy with their table tennis or table, whatever they call it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever those Euros do, I don't really know. But all I know is this Polak here is going to take this one home. All right, Polski, let's go on to Luke Riley versus Michael Oswell. I got my boy Riley, okay? Now, you know what I'm saying? If you guys know, you guys know, all right? Now, whenever I think of Riley, I think of Inside Out or whatever that movie was called, you know what I'm saying? But I already know this Riley right here, he's got more hands than the Riley from before, you know what I'm saying? And this Riley's going to put out Oswell. All right, he is gonna put Oswell out. You think Oswell is gonna be well? Well, no. You better wish him well. You better wish him luck, cause he's gonna be disfigured. He's gonna be manhandled, mutilated. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be doing some despicable things to him in that cage for all of our entertainment. All right. Now, let's go on to Campbell. Let's go on to my boy Curtis Campbell versus Danny Silva. All right. Now, I don't know why everyone's counting out Silva like this, all right? Now, I know I said a similar thing with Cody Garbrandt, all right? Now, listen, Cody did win, all right? He may not have won the fight, but he won the battle. And you know what I'm saying? I think this guy is going to win both the fight and the battle, all right? Give me Silva. Give me my boy Silva, all right? And this is a beautiful payout, too. Plus 180. Are you kidding me? This is incredible. This is delectable. This is beautiful, all right? Now, let's go on. Let's go on to Roman, all right? Let's go on to my boy Roman. The Romans really exist inside of his heart. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, these are some peak names, honestly. Roman and Christian. I mean, come on, bro. These are some incredible names here. I think this goes without saying. My boy, Christian, all right? He really got Christ living in his soul. He really got Christ in his heart. You know what I'm saying? Christian. You know what I'm saying? Christian Leroy Duncan is taking this one home, all right? And you can see the other bettors are geniuses too, you know what I'm saying? And they're going to go for Christian too, you know what I'm saying? Or as I fatally said, Christian, all right? Now let's go on top. Movsar Evloev, all right? Now this is the main event. This is what I really want to talk about, all right? Now, if you guys couldn't tell already, I've been blowing through the prelims and these losers in the beginning of the main card straight to my boy Movsar, all right? Now, I understand why Movsar gets a lot of hate, all right? This boy is inactive. He does not fight. I don't even know if he likes fighting. This guy, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, like, who does like fighting, all right? If you've seen Harry Hardwick versus Freaky Rahiki, then you know fighting is a very painful business, you know what I'm saying? That boy got his jaw broken, split in half, split in two, you know what I'm saying? Looking like a snake, all right? And you know what I'm saying? I get it why Movsar may not like getting hit in the face. But I mean, come on, bruh. This is your profession. This is what you do for a living. You get paid big bucks for this, all right? I pay you big bucks for this, you know what I'm saying? Me, I'm the one with the Paramount Plus account. I'm the one viewing your fights. I'm the one paying that pay-per-view. Well, before they switched to Paramount, I was the one paying the pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one putting money in your pocket. You better get out there and put on a show. Beat the hell out of each other for my entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your whole job. That's your whole purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Movsar Evloev, I'm going to give him this. He's a retard. You know what I'm saying? So he may not understand this, but that is your job. You know what I'm saying? Your job is to get beat up and violated and violently, you know what I'm saying, beaten to a pulp, right? But you know what I'm saying? Movsar, he wins most of his fights. He's a really good fighter. So normally he's the one doing the beating into the pulp and not getting the pulp beaten into him. All right? So you know what I'm saying? He doesn't really have much excuse for why he's so inactive. You know what I'm saying? And I get why people don't want him as a featherweight champion. Me personally, I wouldn't want this Russo as the featherweight champ either. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I would, if I could have it my way, I'd have my boy Lerone Murphy KO Movsar like he did Pico. All right, you know what I'm saying? Oh, speaking of Pico, they already know what they're doing with Pitbull and Pico. You know what I'm saying? Putting the two Bellator guys up against each other. That is wise. That is smart. One of these guys are getting cut. You know what I'm saying? And I hope it's not my boy Pico. But anyways, I like Miss Brit. You know what I'm saying? I like this crooked tooth, red coat, lobster back to win this match. All right? I'd love it for him to win. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. I'm an American. Why would I be rooting for the British man? Why would I be rooting for the Englishman? You know what I'm saying? The Englishman. All right? And I'm going to tell you this now. Because I don't like Movsar Evloev, all right? He does not fight enough. He is not active enough. He doesn't put on enough shows, you know what I'm saying, for how much he's getting paid, all right? And we don't need two inactive fighters as champions, all right? We don't need another cum shot. We don't need another Kamzat in this, you know what I'm saying, as champion, holding the belt. We don't need another one of him, all right? We don't need that. We don't want that, all right? But sadly, since this is a nightmare and not a dream, Movsar Evloev is gonna win. You know what I'm saying? And if I were you guys, I wouldn't bet on Lerone Murphy unless you're an Englishman, all right? Unless you're another lobster back, you know what I'm saying? Then go ahead, waste your money, throw it in the trash, all right? But you know what I'm saying? I personally like my money, and I'm not gonna throw it in the trash, and I wouldn't want you throwing it in the trash. So I'm gonna go with my boy Movsar Evloev. All right, you know he's not my boy. He's not my boy. He's my mortal enemy. But you know what I'm saying? Movsar Evloev is gonna take this one home. All right. Now that was my video. You know what I'm saying? If you enjoyed this content, if you enjoyed my takes, if I make you some money, come back, like and subscribe. This is betting takes. This is betting picks. Wait, my fault. This is predictions. And you know what I'm saying? I'm only doing this because of my predicament. All right, my predicament of loving money. Okay, it's not my fault. Predictions is my addiction, and money, it just has to be my company. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ask for such genius, for such intellect, but hell, I got it, so I'm gonna use it, and I'm gonna help you guys out with it. You know what I'm saying? This is with Big 17. Peace out.